All right, welcome to Chapter 5 Persona Brand Creation. This is where the fun happens. You will get creative and come up with a fake persona. Now, you don't want to leave any crumbs for Google to come and hit you hard. Now, remember, your goal is to fly under the radar with Google. So, if I'm doing SEO, I don't want Google to know I am an SEO. I rather have a fake pseudonym generated so I'm covered, or at least my real name is covered. So, worst case scenario, if Google finds out that, for example, John Doe is doing SEO to a specific website, they may go after John Doe and see if they can find his other website properties and shut them down. So, this is just to cover you just in case one of your websites goes down with Google and they won't take all the other ones, all your other hard work. Okay, so remember that. It's important to get all your projects with different pseudonames so you don't leave a trail with Google. Just protect yourself and all the hard work you're doing and just be safe about it. Okay, so what we have to do first is come up with a name or pseudonym for each project. Now, this name will be used for all of the social media profiles, Web 2.0 profiles, citations, and also for Google Webmaster Tools and Google Analytics. You see, it's important to never leave a breadcrumb trail with Google whenever you are doing SEO. Now, I really want to emphasize this point. Don't have any of your SEO projects under your personal name or Gmail. I think this is just common sense. I mean, someone over at Google can easily see that you are an SEO marketer and just search your name and email and backtrack from there. You always want to diversify your marketing projects into random emails and pseudonyms, so if a wall falls down, your whole castle doesn't crumble. Okay, I want to explain about what is authority stacking. Now, this is a strategy that involves building a trust force of citations with the brand EMD around your money site. Then hitting those tier 1 links with PBNs and Fiverr gigs as your tier 2 links. Now, what happens is the page authority of the tier 1 link will increase, which causes the link to have more link juice flowing back to your site. So let's say you have 5 tier 1 links pointing towards your site, and each site has a 15 page authority, or PA. Now then, you build 30 to 40 PBN links for the month to all of the 5 tier 1s, and the PA increases to 25. This means the links have been powered up and are more important in the eyes of Google. And when you match authority stacking with a consistent brand EMD name on all of your citations, you are one step ahead of all your competition. They're not doing this. This is the secret formula that has proven over and over to rank locally in SEO. Wait to send the PBNs directly to your money site though. Remember, just wait. Give it about a month or two of hitting your citations with the PBNs before you send them directly to your money site. Okay, I just want to show you this little diagram I made so you can see how the tier 1s get juiced up after authority stacking for 1 to 2 months. So right here, when you start, all your first tier links are going to have a PA, let's say, of 15. Now, this is just an example. It's not a real-life situation. So after 1 or 2 months of doing some link building to your tier 1s, you're going to have a PA of 25. Now, each of those links pointing to your money site just got more powerful. This is authority stacking, and it's been very successfully used by the top SEOs in the last couple years. So take a look at this diagram, dissect it, and implement it on your digital asset website. Okay, so let's talk about how to create a pseudo name for your brand. Now, you want to go over to the website fakenamegenerator.com, and you're going to use this website to create a pseudo name that you're going to use for your email, for all your social media platforms, and for all your Web 2.0s. You want them all to be consistent, and this name is going to be the face of the brand because you don't want to be marketing with yourself or your real name, because if something happens, they're just going to go straight to the source. Now, after you get this pseudo name, go ahead and create a Gmail account with it. Now, this account you're going to use for all your registrations. When you outsource, you're going to tell them this is the account to use for all your citation builds, and just keep it all in one place. Now, to get a photo for the pseudo name, use this website randomuser.me/photos. Now, just like with the name, keep this consistent. Use the same image for all Web 2.0 properties and social medias, and just make it as legit as possible in Google's eyes. Now, this is a very important step, but how do you get your Gmail verified? Well, it's pretty simple, but if you're using this on a lot of sites, it might start looking fishy with Google. So don't just always use your personal cell phone. You know, borrow your girlfriend's, your friends, or your parents, and just go ahead and quickly verify the cell phone with Google. It's not going to hurt anything, and they're never going to receive calls from Google or anything. Now, after you get this account, go over to the Webmaster Tools and sign up for an account, verify your website, and do all those steps, and also sync them with Google Analytics. This is very important. Now, analytics are starting to be shown in Webmaster Tools, so you can analyze the data as best as possible. Now, I just want you to be wary about the Fiverr Gmail setups, because the problem with those is the verifications are not coming from the US, and that just throws up a red flag with Google. And remember, Google has a strong lockdown on accounts created in India or Bangladesh or anywhere that you're outsourcing to. So just be careful with that. Now, after you get the name and the email, you want to go over to the website registrar, for example, GoDaddy in this case, and change the whois information inside the registrar. Now this is really easy, and I'm going to show you how to do this. And let me show you how to do this. Okay, so I'm inside of GoDaddy, and what you want to do is go to your domain, and right here where it says contacts, just click here, and all this stuff here you can just edit. So just click here and enter your pseudo name in all these boxes and the address that you come up with, and it's that simple. Okay, so this slide right here is probably one of the most important slides that I'm going to be teaching you guys. So pay attention to this step. Now, when you're in Google My Business for the page optimization, you really want to treat it as if you're applying for the #1 job in Google. You want to have all the bragging rights of what you've accomplished. You want to tell them what you're most proud of, and you want to have it all written in the description. So when you're writing the description for the Google My Business page, you want your business to stand tall and be very confident in what they are and what they have to offer. So throw the keyword and some LSI variations in there a couple times and you'll be good to go. Don't keyword stuff, but just remember, brag here as much as possible. So here's a quick example. Let's say you're trying to rank an SEO place page. Type in the description, I can rank more SEO terms per hour than anyone locally in city. So this is saying that you're the most confident SEO in that city. Or say something like, I've ranked 55 websites on the first page of Google with ease. Now this is just going to show Google that you're passionate about your industry and you really feel like you should be #1 in their search. You want to fill out the Google page 100%. Now, when you're doing the images, it's very important that your images have all the location-based tagging done. Now, you'll see more of that in the on-page chapter, but I just want to reiterate the fact that before you upload the images to your website, get them geotagged with Picasa, and then get the meta tags correctly labeled on the photos. So for the Google optimized images, this is another important step. What you want to do is make sure that there's a link in all the images that you upload to your Google My Business page. Now I'm going to show you an example in a second, but just remember to add the keyword in the description and then also link out to your money site. This is very crucial. Let me jump over to Google and show you an example of this. Okay, so I'm inside of an account, and what you want to do is on the Google My Business page, you'll have the option to upload photos. Now, you upload the photo and then you actually click on the photo like I did here, and on the right hand side there's a section under the logo and you can just click it and actually edit this content. And what you want to do is put a couple keywords in here and a link back to the site. So every picture in your Google My Business page is going to have this description and a link back to the site. All right, so let's talk about branding and authority stacking on the brand. Now, one of the most important thing Google looks at is how your brand is portrayed on the internet. You want to have that brand on as many Web 2.0 properties and social media sites as possible. So the following is how I do that if I'm outsourcing. Go to branding.me, lock my brand, and Knowem. Those are the top sites for choosing your social media platforms and getting your brand out there. So take a look at them. They can be expensive, but they're worthwhile in the end. And also, if you want to do some more good citations, use localcitationservices.com, but I'm going to be explaining more about citations in the off-page chapter. Now, this step is really important. You always, always, always want to manually create your Yelp page, your Facebook page, and your Bing Places page. You can outsource the rest, but never outsource building these. These are some of the most important pages that you're going to build with your SEO, and just make sure you get them right. Now let me pull up the TrustFlow template really quick and show you how you can keep track of all your citations in one place. You really want to track all this data because when it comes time to building out more citations, A, you don't want to create duplicates, and B, you want to know just a quick place where you can grab a list of URLs, in this case tier 1 links, and blast tier 2 links to them, which I'll be explaining in the off-page chapter. All right, so if you want a list of the top citations, because there's a lot of them, I have put together a list on my website, gregmontoya.net. So just follow that link and go check it out, and make sure that your brand is established on each of those citations. Now, I like to use brightlocal.com. It's a little expensive. It's in the $35 to $40 range. So when you're starting out, you may not need it. As you get a budget going, I highly recommend looking at it. What it does is A, gives you some in-depth reports that you could send to your clients to make you look really authoritative. And B, it helps you stay really organized with all your citation building. And when you have all your citations in one place, just like on the template I just showed you, it's so much easier to go and attack those citations with your tier 2 link building. Okay, so getting your Google Webmasters account set up is really important and going to be critical to your success. First, you want to set up the Webmasters account with the Gmail that you created for that specific project. You always want to isolate each project as much as possible. Never put a bundle of projects on the same email address, because if that email address gets pulled, all your other projects are going to fall like dominoes. So make sure you isolate each email with each project, and then inside Google Webmasters, sync the accounts. That means go in and setting up your analytics account to be fed into your Webmasters account. It's really easy to do. Now for a ninja secret, go to this bit.ly link below, and it's going to show you how to get about 10 SEO dashboards in your analytics account, which help you track some really cool data. I use it with all my projects, and it's an awesome tip. Now, as we're ending this chapter, I really want to emphasize the point why you're building out all these brand social media accounts and brand Web 2.0s. What you're doing is really trust pulling with all these high domain authority citations. Now, everything now is based on domain authority with local SEO. And the amount of domain authority websites flowing back to your site is crucial for success. Your site isn't going to rank if you're not getting trust flow from local citation websites with high authority. So you really want to build your trust fortress of citations around your money site. And remember, after you build this trust fortress, boost it up with the PBNs, with the Fiverr gigs, and with some select GSA gigs. This is going to be crucial to your success. Now lastly, here's a little super link ninja strategy that I like to use. And this website, Rebelmouse, is awesome because it's a content curation site. So what you can do is create an account on Rebelmouse, and it's going to give you a homepage where you can place any type of content you want on there. So when you boost up this domain authority page with PBNs, with Fiverr gigs, the link juice is going to flow to all the content URLs on that page. So it's kind of like you're bundling all the pages together and pouring link juice on them. So if you look at it, your PBNs are going to be better spent on pages with lots of outbound links to your money properties. So with as little as 5 to 7 PBNs, you can do a lot of damage. This is just going to cause more juice and more authority with the citations. And in the end, it's going to cause your listing to skyrocket in the 7-pack, and you're going to see a lot quicker results. That's it for chapter 5, and I'll see you in the next.